Hi and welcome to Northern Star Tarot. I'm Becky and this is the weekly elemental forecast or elemental reading. It was the weekly energy forecast, but I think some people were struggling to understand it, so I'm just going to keep it plain and simple now. Right, let's just jump in. This is for all signs. Please check the description for the disclaimer and any information regarding the decks that I use today. Starting off with the Angels and Ancestors. I do have a new deck. Ooh. I have a few new decks at the moment, but I'll just start one at a time. So I'm using the Enchanted map as well. I'll use that for the centre of the reading just so I can get used to using them. So you may have to bear with me while I consult the book, because I have literally pulled about 4 cards out of them. Right, that should do. What's affecting our personal space? Father Sky, trust the unknown. And Oracle, wait for important information. Let's see what we've got for our mental space. What messages have we got from the energy of air? Ooh, Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. And Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. And what is in our passion? Oh. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. What's affecting our emotional space this week ahead? See beyond the current situation and move in a new direction. And I'll use the new deck to get the universal energies. The week ahead, please. Peaks of Joy and Magical Map Shifter. Right, let's see. So I actually I did a reading just before this one. It was a bit of a practice reading just to play with these, and I recorded it and I've given access to my Facebook group users to read that. So it's quite interesting because I was curious like what would happen with the actual spread and if that would echo it. And a large part of it does. A lot of the themes in that reading that I'm seeing in this reading as well is using our intuition, taking time out to make plans rather than rushing or jumping into things and following our intuition. We had an eagle out over here as well, which was seeing things from a higher perspective. So I find it interesting that we got Father Sky there as well with the eagle in there, urging us to put our trust in being guided, especially with this waiting for important information to come in. I feel like whatever things we're planning or wanting to manifest, it needs to happen slowly. And there's definitely a lot of energy around to manifest our dreams and our desires, whatever it is that we're wanting to achieve. Let's see. So I'm just gonna have a look at Animal Guardian. I think I've had her like once before. She's on the front cover as well, bless her. Animal Guardian. Trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. That was a very big theme as well, of just discovering what it is that you want from life, really. And this is our headspace as well. This is like, especially with the making plans and focus, it's focusing on what we want to use our talents for. Are you happy where you are right now? Do you feel fulfilled with the direction you're going in? Or now is it the time to start pursuing your dreams, to start putting stock in the things that drive you forward? You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it, and you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. And growth was a big message that was in that previous reading as well. But it is feeling a bit like hermit mode. It's going into that introspection and just sort of waiting for that internal guidance. This last week I have had a lot of awakenings, sort of one after the other, and this feels like that sort of energy of it feels like that energy is about at the moment to tap into, to allow us to tap into ourselves and into our dreams and our thoughts and our desires and find the path that we want to be on. But it's not quite time to manifest it yet. We do have a lot of manifestation here from the universal energy. I'll just have a read through these and then we'll hit on these in the central themes as well, because this is the new deck, so I need to have a little read up on them. This feels very much like the Magician though in the normal tarot, from what I can see of it. And now is a time, or it feels like a time that a lot of us will be discovering parts of ourselves or discovering things that we never knew we wanted. These last few days have been very eye-opening to me as to the direction my life's taken and the path that I'm on. Surround yourself with protective energy. I'm just going to have a look up on that. Surround yourself with positive people and experiences and environments that make you feel safe. Call on your angel guides to access and ancestors to bring you protection. If you're in a situation where you feel that not everything is as clear as it seems, trust your intuition. And that's just echoing that again, isn't it? There are energies in your current situation that aren't fully aligned with your intentions and goals, or with kindness. Follow your intuition about whom you trust and what you trust. This is seeming more about trust, but I'd see that as more about the things not being clear and trusting your intuition. Maybe it's not clear what path you should be on or where you should be going, but it is definitely important to be surrounded by the people who match you, really, who operate on your energy level. I know only too well myself that being surrounded by people that don't match your frequency can... I'm not saying that there's anything bad about them. It just can lower your own vibration or overwhelm you if it's the other way around. You ever meet those people that most people can only deal with in small doses? Yeah, it's just that different sort of energy wavelength that people are on. So I think especially if you're wanting to move into a certain field of study or a certain new career path, then surrounding yourself with that energy of people who are already in that space or already operating on that level to get to that space, then that's going to be positive for you. So in our heart space, we've got see beyond the current situation and move in a new direction. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever had the Traveller out. And Seer has a feeling of Oracle. It's this, once again, using our powers to see. I feel like for some of us, for some people, there may be an element of dealing with people that they don't quite trust. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to take a sip of water because this dry throat isn't easing up. Sorry, I've got like the most noisiest water bottle. Let's see. And this is, it's being open to where you're being led by your spirit guides, by the energies in the universe. It's your path that you're on, and trusting that you know what path you should be on. I don't want to say trusting that you are on the right path, because there's an awful lot of transition here and questioning. Traveller. So this is either outer world or inner world travel. This is sort of, to me, it's moving away. It's shifting away from whatever energy you were surrounded by beforehand, or whatever people were in your life that just weren't serving you, that weren't for your own benefit. The road you're on may be the road less travelled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. And that's why it's in the emotional side, isn't it? If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. There is a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Wow. So compared to this one, which is moving away from negative people and outer negative situations, this is completely shifting into new environments, new social circles. And I think just having that, let's see. Oh, wow. Look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration and focus on love. It is about looking at where you are and taking stock of where you are and seeing if you are surrounded by love, if the people around you love and appreciate you and understand you. I think understanding is a big part of why a lot of us can have negative interactions. It's usually from that lack of understanding each other, isn't it? Right, I'm going to have a read at these. Sorry about all the reading. I'm really enjoying the Oracle cards though. I love that every deck has its own system and its own meanings. Like, I almost never have to pick up a book about the tarot anymore, because it's pretty much all the same meaning. But these are so different, like every one is unique. Peaks of joy. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you'll be happy with the results. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. And that's why we're being urged to surround ourselves with that positivity, because it is catching. It will it'll benefit others as well as yourself. $52, come on. Here we go. Magical map shifter. Oh my word, I can't speak tonight. Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. When the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Oh my word, it is like these are so strongly echoing this sense over here with our passions and our heart space about having the right people in our lives. The people that help us, the people that grow us and impact us positively. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware. That's exactly what I was saying. It's feeling very much like an awakening. I feel like that energy is there right now to awaken us to our spiritual growth, our emotional growth, our mental growth. And there's a lot of introspective reflection. This is raising our vibration. It's becoming the best version of ourselves so that we can let love and joy and happiness into our lives and release all the negativity, internal and external negativity. I'm going to get some clarifiers. Let's see. Yeah. Let's use Fenestra or use these. Oh my word. Well, that's all gone horribly wrong right there. Where's Father Sky and Oracle there? Thank you. 3 coins, 9 of wands, 6 of swords. Had 6 of swords out before over there. See, it's moving away from conflict and negativity. Balancing and climbing towards a better life for ourselves. Being able to build and manifest. And 3 of coins is working with others as well. It is feeling like there's a lot of energy to create. And it's creating from our passions. Creating from the things that inspire us. This feels very much like, what are you willing to protect? What is it that you would love so much And I don't mean a person, but just that thing. What is it you're living for? I think I said that in the other one as well. It's got that feeling of what are you striving towards? What is your goal in this lifetime? It's that big question. What do you want to do with your life? It doesn't have to be a financial thing. Some people want to be really good parents. Queen of Swords and Death. Oh my word. Especially getting the Queen of Swords with the shield made in here. I feel like they kind of echo that spirit of being focused and a bit cutthroat. This is major transformation. And finding your new truth, finding what it is that drives you forward. It's that same sort of feeling there, but this is a bit more, especially being in the mental space, and we've got a lot of swords going on there, and it's that sharpness. I mean, it could even be that some of you have to leave the job. It's very specific, this message, but I'm getting the feeling that some people are suffering bad health, either like anxiety, depression, or like heart attack, or being hospitalized. It's feeling like that, and that is the awakening. Sorry, that's very specific. That's not for everyone. Something sharp though, something sudden is changing everything. In fact, I'm going to use this one to clarify that. So I've not shuffled these ones because I did not intend to use them, but I want to clarify it for Death. Why is Death there? King of Swords. So we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So much sword space going on here. Also, more kings and queens. Like I said, this is finding your new truth. It's finding what you're willing to fight for. And Death is there because we've learned a lesson from something. Something's hit us hard, or hit someone very hard, and it's got them thinking, got the wheels turning in their head of where they're going and where they want to go. But the Wheel of Fortune there it's like a blessing in disguise. That's what it feels like. It feels like a blessing in disguise. Let's see. Use Fenestra. Obviously want to use Fenestra. My worry is it's the same sort of kind of beigey colour as what I've got going on here. I like having a bit of contrast. It's interesting because all the cards over here are more dark. Okay, that should do it. Why is arrow there? Whoa! Someone got a lot of arrows or swords. There's so much sword energy coming out now, and so much underlying anxiety and so much pain. It's like I said, it's feeling like someone's going through that dark night of the soul. But the other side of it is going to be so worth it. Someone hurt your passions. Okay, It's feeling more emotional than that though. It's feeling like a wounding on a soul level. Sorry, all the cards. And they've all fell out on the floor, just to be a pain. Thank you, that was quick. Decisions. So much sword energy. I feel like some of you are really up in your head. And if you join my Facebook group, Northern Star Tarot Online, there's a link there that I put privately just for it was a bit of a practice reading. I tend to, it's mostly people I know in real life that are on the group so far, so I just post little stuff every now and again, like when I get a new tarot deck and that, and I just thought I'd do a little reading just for them. And there was that same sort of energy of just kind of reflecting on where we are, taking stock of where we are and where we want to go. And this is a choice. It's a choice, a decision to either stay in this hurt, whatever it is that hurt you, or manifest your dreams. Don't let this fear hold you back, whatever the fear is. Let's see. Oh my God, 9 of Swords. Swords, all the swords. Wow, this is being stuck between a rock and a hard place, isn't it? Some of you feel trapped. I'm going back to that sense of career. Some people feel trapped in what it is they do. And that's the message I'm getting through there. I'm going to use Gilded again for Seer and Traveller. I wanted to use my Shadowscape, but I think I've left them somewhere else. They've gone travelling. The Hermit. The exact mode that I keep saying that this feels like. And Death. Death out again. In fact, in that other reading, I had Death as a clarifier in the heart space again. It's moving on. It's moving on from situations that haven't served you. It's leaving people behind. And wanting to get that 9 of Cups. Wanting to be happy in yourself and have happy relationships with people. And relationships doesn't have to be romantic relationships. Feeling like this, a lot of this is more work-based. It feels a bit like someone has conflict in their workspace. And that's why they're not happy and feeling trapped and feeling stuck. I feel like it's a very stressful situation that somebody's in, or a very stressful job, and they really, really want to move out of it. And right now is that time to just take things slowly, just, you know, it's feeling a bit like biding your time and trusting that this is going to happen. I think you've still got to take steps. The Hermit still does take steps, and especially with the Traveller here of moving in a new direction. That is using your intuition, that's the star he has in there to guide him. Using that passion, that spark, that things that sparks your heart, whatever it is that gives you this feeling. This floating on air, being absolutely just happy in yourself and happy in your environment, happy with what you have. Let's see, I'll use them for Peaks of Joy and Magical Map Shifter. 7 of Wands. I find it interesting that we've got, the only other cards we've got here is Wands and Pentacles. Oh, there is a cup over there. But other than that, it is all swords. There's all this headspace and anxiety and negativity. And then there's like moving away from that. I like the Wands. I like the Wands, I think, out of all the suits. They're always very active. There's always movement in them. And that's good when you've got this here, this sort of stuck energy. Wow, we've just got everything out there. More movement, the Devil. That's the thing holding us back. That is that being stuck, being trapped. Maybe this job pays very well. Maybe it's the fear of what else can I do? What can I offer? I've done this for years and years and years. It could be that sort of sense. So we've got the Knight of Swords there, Page of Cups, and the Fool. Sorry. This is feeling more like this is that new beginning. This is that new manifestation. It feels like taking a fresh approach to something. Kind of surprised that the Hanged Man isn't here. It's that shift in perspective and that maybe change of heart. But I feel like when you take that leap, when you realise what it is that you want to fight for, that you want to charge towards, and your head and your heart and everything is on board with it, you'll just go for it. And things will start to happen then. All this magic that we've got under these cards. My fingers aren't working tonight, sorry. Yeah, all this magic we've got under here, that's when that can happen. That's when that can flourish. So I'm going to leave that there. Hope that's helped. If you have any questions about the elemental readings or the energy forecasts, whatever they're going to be called in future, who knows? Yeah, please message me or leave a comment. Please leave a comment anyway. I like to hear how it resonated for you. And please do me a favour and like and share as well. Blessings to you all. Mwah.